Hey, what's good with the YouTube, man? This is your boy Rojo. This is the Rojo Room. First off, apologies for the video quality. I left my good camera at work. I'm at the house. So, yeah, today will be a rough day on the camera situation, man. But what we're going to talk about, man, as you already can tell by the title and stuff, is YouTube dangerous? And the answer is, man, it depends. Gunner did a video today where, he's been warned about being on YouTube. And yeah, people don't like it. When you were a part of a group, you're never looked at favorably after you leave. Putting yourself out on social media definitely makes you a target. I moved freely for decades. Nobody know who I was. Nobody recognized me. None of this, none of that. Once I got a channel, people would recognize me, quite frequently, and it happens more and more all the time. Just today, this morning, I was grocery shopping, got recognized. It's happened 20, 30 times. All the interactions except one have been positive. However, you got to remember, being a YouTube content creator, if people don't like you, they're mad at you, whatever, they might not necessarily even say nothing to you. I could have been recognized by 10 people who don't like me, but not liking me and busting a grape about it are two different things. Everybody knows me. They know I handle my business. You know what I mean? So the odds of me being ran up on, like, to try to fight me, they're very, very low because it's not going to work out well. And that doesn't mean I'm going to win every fight. That just means you won't want to fight me again, whether I win or lose, because I'll never stop until the police come or the ambulance comes. Straight up. Second of all, I'm always prepared for anything. I'm very aware of my surroundings, my environment. I'm constantly taking inventory and, analyzing stuff in my head everywhere I go. And I will always have the means to defend myself against any threat. You got to catch me slipping, and it is what it is. Everybody knows this before they get on social media. So it's not like it's a surprise. If you were in California and you were a faction, especially when it comes to Raza, you're gonna have some blowback. You're gonna have trolls. You're gonna have people that don't like you, that hate you. You're gonna have people that might want to try to do something. You know what I mean? And that's just facts. It's something you have to deal with, or you're not gonna make it on YouTube. Me, I don't care. You know what I mean? Nothing really affects me. I'm gonna do what I do every day. Period. Nothing's gonna limit, my daily activities. Nothing's gonna force me to plan to do something other than what I chose to do. But that it's not just the facts in this particular genre. It's not the circumstances. It could be any genre. There's people out there who take things way too personally, that don't like people, that feel so strongly. I mean, when it comes to stuff like politics, and I'm not talking about like no prison politics. I'm talking about politics in general. Certain issues that come along with it. You know what I mean? I don't want to mention them specifically because YouTube already don't like me, but you guys get an idea. You know what I mean? There's going to be people out there that hate you so much because of your opinion, your perspective, your viewpoints, what you feel is right or wrong. They're going to not agree to disagree with you and vote differently than you, or just feel a different way than you, or socialize a different way than you. They're going to hate you enough to try to do something to you. And that's just the society we're in nowadays. People take the social media stuff way too serious, man. And they do it to themselves. You got rappers on there, you got other, whatever they might be involved in life, controversial figures. I see it most often in the rap community, and that's why I say it. And I don't say that with any specific kind of person in mind. It happens with the northern rappers, southern rappers, the brothers. They'll be on there. Oh, you got to check in this. You got to do that. Like, bro, nobody has to do nothing. You know what I mean? If you are ever going to an area where you feel like you got to check in, maybe don't be in that area. It's common sense. There's do's and don'ts for everybody. And it's not just a prison genre because, motherfuckers aren't participating in those daily activities anymore. But in real life, You know, in everyday facets of life, there's places that people shouldn't be at. You know, they're hostiles, they're ops. You know, they're the enemy. You know, if you know people in LA are getting robbed for their jewelry, why be in LA with $250,000 worth of jewelry? You know, it doesn't show fear. It doesn't show that you're a punk. It doesn't show nothing like that. It shows that you're intelligent and you're making grown up moves. You know what I mean? If you're a northerner, you're not going to go dressed in all red to East LA and wonder why you got hit up about where you're from. You know, it's don't do it. Respect the rules of the streets. Respect the game, and it doesn't happen. But anyway, as far as the genre, bro, there's all kinds of people. They could put out addresses and talk shit. Oh, I'm gonna, man. No, you're not. You're not gonna do nothing. Let's keep it 100. Um, Anybody you see on there trolling, they're not gangsters. It just doesn't happen. Real gangsters, the ones that you would have to worry about in real life if you were in some kind of situation where you felt like they were after you, they're not on the internet talking smack. They're not taking addresses. They're not doing none of that because they know that leads to evidence, which leads to indictments. They're not stupid. It's kids and weenies and lames who do that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, if something happened like to me or to my area, my family, my property, would I change my perspective? Definitely not. You know, if somebody's going to do something to you, they're going to do something to you. They're not going to do all that high powered woofing. They're not going to break out your windows. They're not breaking out windows is just an opportunity for you to get more in sync with what's going on around you. It's a wake up call. Nobody wants to give you no warning shots, bro. If somebody wants to do something to you, you would never see it coming. You know what I mean? If they know what they're doing. Because I'll tell you this, man, if I wanted you, you'd never even know. You just wouldn't exist no more. There wouldn't be no more tomorrow. Real talk. And that's not like a threat to any individual whatsoever. I'm saying in general. You know what I mean? Like to push me to the point where I want you gone, I'm gonna get it done. And I'm not gonna get caught. Straight up. That's just how it will be. So all the hooping and whoop de whoop. I mean, the only time people should be in danger is just a freak mishap. They're out doing something they normally do in the places they're supposed to be and whatnot. And they just happen to run into a real somebody. But a real somebody, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be dumb enough to just do something on a fluke. It's going to be something more strategic. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to understand who you're dealing with, man. But it's not like I said, man. It's not just the prison genre, man. You could be on there talking about. You could be doing rap music. Let's say critiquing. You know what I'm saying? Checking out videos, commenting on them. You know, you might say something about some rapper, some weird dude out there is obsessed with because it gets like that. Oh man, you hear what he said about man? Who cares, bro? That's just another human being. At the end of the day, he ain't no god because he can rap a little bit. But man, people will try to dust you off for that in real life, and it's weird, man. So you only got to worry about weirdos, bro. You know, and there's a lot of weirdos out there, and there always has been. We just notice them way more now because social media allows everybody to have a voice and voice an opinion, and show their, you know, their little 5150 stuff off for the whole world to see. You know, back in the 80s and 90s, people like that were ostracized. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be around nobody because they get beat up and, you know, picked on and whatnot. Now they can safely at their own house talk all the stuff they want and say all their weird, you know, perspectives. You know, nowadays you got, man, and this is no shot at LGBT, the righteous ones, but now you got them weird dudes who like to go for the younger people trying to get classified as like a normal way of practicing your life. You know, 20 years ago, them dudes would have got devastated. You know what I mean? And it's just the way of times we're in, bro. It's sick. Society's ill right now with all the things that people are trying to push, man. But I'm not trying to stray too far away from the subject. But I say this because you got people who get so overly passionate about an issue that really, at the end of the day, is a matter of opinion. And everybody's going to have their own opinions, but they're willing to take it to that level and try to do something to somebody behind something that's irrelevant, really. You know, my thing is, do what you do. You know what I mean? If you want to, if you want to be a transgender, for example, be one. It doesn't affect me. If you want to be a Democrat, be one. If you want to be a Republican, be one. If you want to believe in God, believe. If you don't. Keep that stuff and your opinions to you. And when you fill out your ballots to vote and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. You guys know me. I ramble a little bit, man. Different little thoughts coming to my head. And my head has a little slight delay between delivering to my mouth. You know what I mean? But check it out, man. What all this is about is being a content creator dangerous? It can be, more so than just if I was a regular dude just going to work every day, because people recognize you. You know what I mean? I worked in the heart of gang territory for years. Nobody ever said nothing to me. I was just a big bouncer dude. They had no idea who I was. Now everybody knows who I am. So it can be a little tricky because you don't know if they know you, but they know if they know you. You feel me? So they're walking around already a step ahead of you, because you could just sit there, oh, I wonder if he knows who I am. They know if they know who you are, and they could be plotting. So you're a little bit behind in case of an incident. You're starting off, they got a head start. But man, just do you, be prepared, keep your awareness up to par. Like, a lot of us have very extensive training and awareness, so I don't know. But yes, being in the prison genre for one, because there's politics that are involved in that, and being a content creator for two, definitely makes YouTube a little bit of a risky profession. Has anybody done nothing to me? No. Will they? Maybe. Am I prepared? Undoubtedly. However, if I never would have got on YouTube and I just worked my normal jobs, I wouldn't be having a slight increased risks of having confrontation. That's all I wanted to say. This is your boy Rojo. This is the Rojo Room. Again, my bad about the video quality. Hopefully the audio is at least good, because I left my camera at work, man. Y'all have a good Monday, man. Appreciate you guys.